we were just discussing off camera how that so many people, when they look at a politician, the two driving forces for many Americans, if not most Americans, is their view on God and the laws of God and their view of money, how important money is to them. So for some people, it's the ethics. For other people, it's the cash. And I'm one of those ethical type of guys, okay? And I hope that you are too. I hope that as a voter, you try and look at candidates and say, all right, where does this person stand in regard to thou shalt not murder, the marriages between a man and a woman, that the 6 days shall you labor, 7th day rest, that includes all of us, and that I should not have to make my bread by the sweat of my brow and make someone else's bread by the sweat of my brow with the government stealing my labor. So, and that's the one ethical, thou shalt not steal, that also goes to the second one that I mentioned, which is their view of money. Money is important. So, how this election campaign cycle is going to turn out, that remains to be seen. I want to, let's focus on Hillary for a minute, but I want to weave in with this how one Catholic archbishop could have prevented Obama from being elected. Stay with me, right? Let's talk about Hillary first. Hillary's in a little bit of trouble. She's royalty, she's powerful, she's wealthy, and there's a very large portion of the Democrat Party that loves her and Bill. Okay? But nevertheless, now there are news reports out saying that her server was hacked by foreign governments. It didn't have the security that it would have needed. Some people are surmising that she actually did not want President Obama to have access to everything that she was doing because she was working with people that Obama didn't like in the Democrat orbit. She has problems, all right? And she has legal problems. So Martin O'Malley, former governor of Maryland, whose bona fides are the real deal, boy. He's a socialist, tax the rich, baby killing, homosexual marriage promoting, left-wing, godless O'Malley. Oh my goodness, is he Catholic? God save us. I'll find out. Can you check really quick while we got a second here? If he's Catholic. All right. Anyway, he has basically said he's running. He hasn't announced formally, but he's going to Iowa, and he's going to Iowa a lot. Now, this is smart on his part, because if Hillary does implode, or if there's a very significant portion of the Democrat Party that say she's got too many liabilities, her negatives are too high, then we're going to vote, we got to have somebody else. So O'Malley, he's Catholic. All right, he's Catholic. So O'Malley, a reprobate Catholic, he would be considered a reprobate Catholic. I can't call him godless, but I can say that he's reprobate, or he's a practicing apostate. He is putting himself out there as a potential alternate to Hillary. Here's how Obama could have been stopped, and maybe Hillary or O'Malley could have been stopped. This man, Archbishop Chaput, that's how you pronounce it, okay? Chaput, like slap you. He was the Archbishop of the Denver metropolitan area during the 2008 election. I was there. I was on the ground, okay? I actually went to one of the masses he celebrated. There was a bunch of media there to see what he would do, what he would say. He was speaking against a group, or having dialogue with a group that called themselves Catholics for Obama. And in his writings, he did admit that he voted for Jimmy Carter. And he thought at that time, because he was a Democrat, he thought at that time that he could influence the party, this type of thing. And then, so he kind of said, basically, here's literally what he said. He said, can a Catholic ethically vote or vote for Obama with a clear conscience? And he said, I cannot. If they can, then I hope that, now I'm paraphrasing, but I hope that it goes well with what they want to do, because they wanted to get inside and, help steer Obama in the right direction. If Chaput had simply said, because remember, you had international media coverage going on in Denver at that time. If Chaput had just held a simple press conference and said, these 6 or 8 words. No Christian can vote for Obama ethically. That's it. That's all he had to say. All he had to do is just start the debate, start the fight. It would have rooted out the cowardice that exists in so many other Catholic bishops. It would have put the evangelical superstars on the line to say, is this true or not? Because it would have created a firestorm of media coverage. And the ethics of it are sound, all right? The ethics are sound. You cannot, if you're a Christian, forget if you're not a Christian for a minute. Just if you're a Christian, you say, I am a follower of Jesus Christ. I want to obey his commandments. Jesus said, if you love me, keep my commandments. If you're a follower of Christ, you cannot ethically help somebody commit a grave sin. You can't say, well, yeah, I'll help you rob that bank, or yeah, I'll help you commit that murder. Obama said he was going to try and push baby killing. He said it, and he did it. And Christians looked the other way. Why? Because of money. They wanted more money in their pocket or party loyalty. But if Chaput has said, you cannot ethically do this, it is a sin to vote for this man. If any type of words like that, he might have been able to stop Obama from getting elected, because that type of prophetic thunder would have jarred some of the Catholic and the evangelical world back to their senses. And they would have maybe stayed home or voted for someone else, but at least they wouldn't have cast their vote for this baby-killing monster, this despicable human being that we have in the White House, who was put there because Catholics and evangelicals in part voted for him, because their leaders, the evangelical and the Catholic world, did not stand up for the truth in 2008. Let's see what they do with Governor O'Malley and Hillary Clinton. I have been a leader in the pro-life movement for 30 years. And sadly, we have not prevailed in our goal to make it a criminal act to kill an unborn baby. There's reasons why we have failed. I wrote this book, A Humble Plea, to Catholic bishops, to evangelical clergy, and to lay people, explaining where we went wrong and what we have to do to prevail. We've made this available as a PDF online for free. I encourage you to go and download your own copy. Why does a nice guy like me keep getting thrown in jail? I have been arrested almost 50 times and spent over a year of my life locked up in various prison facilities. And I wrote a book, many books. In fact, one of them is called, Why Does a Nice Guy Like Me Keep Getting Thrown in Jail? It's a theological work, answering those who say that the church should not be involved in politics or that we should retreat. I encourage you to get it. In fact, get one and give it to your pastor.